Hi YouTubers, this is another video from me, Evelyn. Today we're going to do a different video. We're going to do the top 3 worst K-drama endings for me personally. Might be a little bit controversial, but I think these 3 K-dramas had such good premise, but the ending just fell flat. We're gonna go with the first one, which to me had a very good premise, called Big Mouth. It starred Lee Jung-suk and the K-pop singer slash actress of Im Yuna. Big Mouth, that was popular around last year. I saw that on Kiss Asian. I found out later it was on Disney Plus. So Lee Jung-suk starred as a down and out lawyer that basically sucked at everything, got tricked by this mayor to do a case, and he got imprisoned. Now, the show set it up great that a down and out guy, that a complete loser, got tricked, and his poor wife having to support him. The reason I say that Big Mouth, the K-drama series, had a bad ending because we had in flashbacks that Kim Yuna, the wife of Lee Jung-suk, supported her husband in everything. When he lost money in the cryptocurrency, when he failed in the case, when he needed money to go to law school, she gave up everything for him. Despite all of that, they gave her the sickness that was going around to other people due to the evil corporation making prisoners sick with a blood disease, like blood cancer basically. So when she ultimately died at the end and Lee Jung-suk's character becomes the mafia lead, I was like, what sort of ending is that? That the wife in here gets a bad ending. Now, explain in the comments if you like the ending and the reasons why it works. It just shows to me that the stupidity of some guys and taking for granted the wife there supporting unconditionally her husband. So that was a bad ending. I think the ending just did nothing of justice, and it's all the big reveal of Big Mouth, who was the other prisoner there that was friendly with Lee Jung-suk's character. That to me was a big letdown. I wanted them to focus maybe Lee Jung-suk's character of Park Chung-ho, his parents, maybe something, because they never mentioned his parents as far as I remember, whether his parents had a connection with the mafia organization. And there's the other bit that didn't make sense to me in the series. Lee Jung-suk's character of Park Chung-ho, he wasn't exactly extremely clever per se, but as each episode came along, he mysteriously became more intelligent, more thinking about what to do next, and a lot of bluffing. So that's number 1. The second one, which I found to be most disappointing, was $1 Lawyer, starring Nam Gung-min. I love Nam Gung-min. I feel like he has so much potential, but each Korean drama or thriller he stars in, the ending is bleh. Dr. Prisoner, which was like another framed wrong person type of plot line. It started off really great, and the ending left an indication for season 2, in which he teamed up with the infamous bad guy, the actor. You probably recognize him from Dr. Cha as the antagonist, and they had like almost like at the end they agreed to work with each other, like you help me and I help you. But where's the season 2? I just didn't like the ending. It fell flat with Dr. Prisoner. Now with $1 Lawyer, same thing, great premise, the comedy was there, and the Nam Gung-min as the lawyer of Chon, he had the thing about his girlfriend being murdered brutally in connection with his crime organization, but the ending got spliced together. We jumped from one thing of emotional episode to the last, him disappearing, not talking with the other characters, and then at the end there was the revelation that Chon Ji-hoon will be the lead prosecutor in fighting against the corruption, because we have the episode 8, which told a beautiful love story behind him falling in love with his also prosecutor girlfriend or solicitor or lawyer, and she ends up, unbeknownst to her, due to accident, that she picks up the file of lists of corrupt people that a bad guy dropped, and then when she was going in the train to go and speak with Chon Ji-hoon, she gets stabbed in the train and the guy ends up getting the list. Now, originally, as far as I aware, with $1 Lawyer, I think there were 16 episodes, but they cut it to 12. But the ending was just flat. It was like no emotional ties. He disappears, come back. There was no emotional connection with the other characters, especially with Park Marie, the other character played by Kim Ji-hoon. They had great chemistry because if you remember from, what was the other show that he starred in, for the life of me? Oh, The Veil. Sorry, it was The Veil. That a very great, interesting premise, thriller type, but the ending was like blah, just very ambiguous. Now you can see a reoccurring trend here. I don't like ambiguous endings because the people say, leave it to the imagination, but it's like you have a great huge problem that they set up in these Korean dramas but no resolution. So what's the point of me seeing this, for me to imagine like my own ending? I didn't like that. And the third one unfortunately comes in with The Killing Vote. The Killing Vote was an interesting premise, 12 episodes, it was like weekly, and they picked up the story since it was 12 episodes. So with The Killing Vote, we have Park Hae-jin playing Kim Woo-chan and Lim Ji-yoon playing Joo-hyun. You might recognize the actress or Lim Ji-yoon because she followed off from the success of the K-drama series The Glory. She got so well as the character of the evil bully that when I saw her in The Killing Vote, she gave me the same character vibes from the Glory. It took me some while for me to see her in a different aspect because in The Glory she went full on psycho. The psycho bully had everything handed down to her, and in The Killing Vote she plays like, working in the Korean police as a crime scene analyst with the cyber team, like computers and stuff. She was looking after her younger sister because in The Killing Vote it was said in flashbacks that both her parents were killed in a car crash and she survived in a car crash that was in response to a drunk driver. So everything was fine with The Killing Vote. They understand of people having enough of the injustice, so they take it into their own hands, because the main character that spotlighting this actor, Park Seung-woong playing Kwon So-ju, the professor, in which his daughter, as a single father, his daughter gets brutally murdered by his rich neighbors, the sons, thinks of a plan to go and get justice by creating a system of undercover people with certain high influence, like people working in the prison, guards, X, Y, and Z, go around handing their own piece of justice. And the other bit I found to be like really upsetting, that the character of Kwon So-jung, he had an adopted son that ended up helping him, which in the end he regretted, and he ends up getting killed by these other guys that was gonna get a bounty on Park So-jung's son. But then again, I understand they're going to show that actions have consequences, but why do that to him? Kill Kwon So-ju, by all means, kill him off. Like, why prevent him from taking his life and only to reveal that his adopted son got murdered? So 2 of his children end up dying due to injustice, and on top of that, the big bad guy that is the villain wife's mayor or chairman, whatever, and her son is the psycho. She knew about the murder that her son did at the time when he was like 16, but hid it. She ends up getting away despite the evidence. So what was the whole point of the show when the main villains or the antagonists, they still get away? That leaves you to an inclination of a season 2. But knowing Korea, it's going to take at least 3 years if there's going to be a season 2. And the ending was like, everybody still got out of the justice. They, got off scot-free. And the main character of Kim Woo-chan, so much he fought for justice or trying to help Kwon So-jun, he ends up succumbing to the same ideology that the professor character had and succumbed to that, as where Joo-hyun, she ends up fighting for justice by the law and all of that. So the ending was conflicting messages. The show was meant to say that you can't be a vigilante, rely on the police. If everybody wants to become a vigilante, law and order will go out the window. But if the ending is telling you that even though you go by the book, evidence, this and that, the criminals still walk away free, so that defeats the purpose of trying to show that yes, we can maybe take the law into our own hands to a certain extent, but not completely to go and condemn and murder a person, even though they're guilty. If not, society breaks down. By the end of it, the show just kind of like went back on the message and just said no matter what, the villains are still gonna get away. So those are my top 3 bad endings of K-dramas, which to me didn't make sense. Leave your comments down below. Give me your comments regarding Big Mouth, the ending. Give me your comments regarding $1 Lawyer and whether Nam Gung-min, he's always in the written for him with the ending so ambiguous or just doesn't make sense. And with the killing vote, leave your thoughts down below. As I leave you always, stay safe.